Hello and welcome to Follow the Steps. Today we'll be following 4 steps to plan our writing. The writing will be a report. These steps spell out L, U, D and O. Let's get started. So our first step begins with L. Look at the question and instructions carefully. Write a short report sharing your experience of visiting a social or leisure facility. In your report, you should describe the facility, say which activities are offered there, talk about your experience of visiting the facility, give your opinion of it and anything you would like to change there. Plan your writing first and write your sentences in clear paragraphs. After, check your writing's spelling, punctuation and grammar and make any changes. Use this space to plan your writing down below. The next step is U. Underline the key words. We do this so we know what's important to include. Short report, your experience. Visiting social or leisure facility. Describe facility. We need to include that. And the facility to help us is what it's like. Next thing is to say which activities offered. And here to help us again, what to do. What to do there. Next thing, talk your experience visiting facility. Give your opinion. Anything would change there. Good. Now for the instructions. Plan writing first. So important. Write sentences, clear paragraphs, easy for the readers to follow. After, check spelling, punctuation, grammar, make changes. Use, and you put a little arrow to help us, space, plan, writing. So that we go. The next step is done. We tick that off. So moving on to the third step, decide what to write. D. This is where we need to brainstorm ideas. We'll write these ideas down with keywords and phrases. So to begin with, we need an introduction. We're going to say what the facility is, and it's Pond's Forge. Now the reader might not know what it is, so we have to say what it is. It's an indoor sports centre. Here we're definitely describing the facility. And to help the reader who may not know this, we'll tell them where it is, which is in Sheffield. That should be the first sentence. The second part will be the purpose of writing. Why we are writing this report. We're going to use the question, the keywords from the question, and make sure we include it later on. So to begin with, we're going to say describe it. Activities, and we're going to use a different word to offered. We're going to use a synonym, a similar word, which is available. We're also going to talk about my experiences, which have been visiting that place. And to end this introduction, changes and opinion. Good. That's enough for our first paragraph. Moving to our second part. We're going to describe it. So we put describe, and we're going to use adjectives like large, modern. It's a modern building. We're going to say there are many different areas, because it's such a large modern building, it's always clean, which is very important in a sports facility. And with a little plus sign, clean and tidy. It's near a tram stop, so which makes it quite convenient. We're going to give the name of the tram stop, which is Fitzallen Square. And it's easy to reach. So all these things are describing the facility. The next bit is all about the activities. So we write activities there as our keyword. Now we think about the activities offered there. Swimming. Yep, that's the main activity offered there. And it has a huge Olympic-sized swimming pool, which you'll mention later on. But there are different pools. And here, look, one Olympic-sized. Okay, which is quite impressive. There's also a gym. And we're going to describe the gym as having different machines, fitness classes, badminton, which is a sport they offer there, and basketball. So here we have mentioned the activities offered there, and this is an indoor facility, and they are great. Now our next paragraph. Here we're going to talk about our experience. So my experience is our key word. I can definitely say I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. It's great. It's a great way to stay fit, which is the main reason I go there. And I meet people, which is a secondary benefit of going there. And I can mention the staff, who are friendly and helpful. So these are just keywords, which I'll turn to sentence later on. And again, it's great for all ages. Good. So that will be my next paragraph. Now I'm going to end it with my conclusion, where I'm going to give my opinion. And I'm going to mention that down here. Now it's quite clear that my opinion is quite positive. So I'm going to use the word fantastic, this adjective to describe it. There's a range of activities. And importantly, it's friendly and clean. So that's my opinion of the place. Now my recommendation, which is that thing I would change there. It's not a perfect place. So recommendations. I would say to improve. Maintenance, so keeping it maintained in a good condition. Upgrade. Facilities. And in brackets, so it remains in top condition. That's why I would like to recommend to upgrade facilities there. So good, now we can tick that off now. Now our fourth and final step, O, organise your ideas clearly. Here we're putting numbers on the side. Each one of these numbers means we start a new paragraph. We miss a line between the paragraphs. Then we underline this beginning. That reminds us later on in our writing. We underline the subheadings Describe is underlined, that'll be a subheading for 2. Clean's not so clear, so I'm going to cross it out and write it clearly above. Then different also, I need to spell that again. I'll write it above it. Activities is underlined, that's a subheading for the 3rd paragraph. My experience is underlined, that's the 4th paragraph. Conclusion, recommendations, they're the subheadings for the 5th paragraph. So that's it. Ludo, 4 steps to help to make a plan for report writing. Thanks for watching and goodbye.